learning to find new things to do that align with my purpose, to make profit, to live, not even just to make profit, just to survive. I'm by no means rich, very much over phase financially, and I get to decide what I would like to do to be able to fill some time to earn. Because that's what we need to do, at least in the United States. It's part of the system, and money, that's a whole different topic. But for me, I've done a lot as a salesperson, but 95% of it has all been driven and motivation by money. And you can probably relate if you've been in the business world for a while, working for yourself or as an employee. So to survive what I've been doing, because this channel doesn't monetize, I don't have any actual clients right now, is gig work. But that doesn't pay. And I really feel when I'm doing it that I shouldn't be doing, with the skill sets that I've built up and the experience that I have. I spend sometimes promoting my old businesses that I used to do to old industries that I used to work with. And it doesn't feel right, even though I've made money doing it before. I can probably spend some time generating some clients. I don't feel good about it. And I feel like that in the past, that's something that's drove me off the edge and caused me to go back into relapse like I used over and over and over. And I'm grateful that I haven't drank in 229 days. That's over 3 years. But a lot of that time, I've been living in poverty, rock bottom, just trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing in life on the other side of active alcoholism. And that's where I am. I haven't drank in over 3 years, but I have by no means, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the direction to go, because at this point, I'm very healthy. I've been building myself up, and I'm going to continue to do that. But that doesn't pay the bills, right? And so purpose over profits is about trying to figure out for me, the projects that I spend my time on, and if they align with what I'm doing, such as sharing with you guys my experience of where I was and what I'm doing with freedom seekers in the community and the podcast. It has to align, because I think I thought for me, I can go get a job, I can go start some hustle that will make some money, but it's nothing that's going to last or sustain me emotionally, and eventually it's going to drive me off to the deep end and potentially into an alcoholic relapse once again. And I'm not going to do that. So since I've been living in nearly poverty for quite some time, I know I've learned how to find happiness, at this baseline of pretty much, by American standards, systematic standards, poverty. There's been some times where I've been able to make some things happen, done a few deals, but it hasn't been consistent because it's not what feeds me. Okay. And I'm sharing this because I built a community up here of almost 400 people, and you guys have been sharing nothing but stuff about my recovery and what I do every day, and you guys are supporting it, at least by watching and interacting. Now, I make this live not necessarily I have nothing to sell. I am building a community, and I have a lot of experience in sales and marketing, and I'm great at that, but I can't just jump in and start selling any product or any service, right? It has to be stuff that aligns. So that's why I've been in full-on creation mode and failing a lot. But you guys have to understand, in order to fail, a lot consistently, you have to consistently keep going, because somebody who fails but doesn't get back up, that's a loser. A failure who keeps going, trying to get better and figure it out, like playing video games, that's somebody who's learning and pursuing, like myself. And so if you're watching this, no matter what you're doing, don't be scared to fail. Because for me, I fall into failure because that's where I learn. Because I get back up, right? Homelessness, near-death experiences. I'm nothing special, though. There's many people like me. I'm just one man sharing my story and building a community. So I thank you if you're watching this. And that I enjoy do that, and being okay with uncomfortability, because that's where the growth is. I am a late bloomer. I don't know if you guys knew, but I'm 42 years old. You know, I've lived a lot of life. I've made conscious decisions and gone directions that people wouldn't. I zigged when other people would have zagged. Like I was just talking about, there's a lot of lessons. Some that I was able to pick up on as I was going along, and then some, a lot, which I'm experiencing now, are coming back to me. When you start to recover and the clouds start to clear, like they are every day, I remember more. I'm like, oh, okay. Experiences will come up when I'm walking through life, and it doesn't happen in the house. It happens out. So if you're watching this stream live, whether you're just checking out or you're subscribed, thank you. And if you're watching on a replay, or if nobody ever watches this, that's okay. Because this is a project that I'm sticking to be able to share with you guys the journey. $2025. Stepping into what feels right for the long run. And the exercise that I've been stepping into a lot lately to do that is looking ahead 10 years at my future self when I'm making decisions, playing the tape of what would the future self think of the decision that I'm making today 10 years ago. That type of thinking when it comes to making decisions and directions that I'm moving helps. Does it make it bulletproof? No. But just like getting into conversations or interactions with our fellows, that pause, instead of just reacting, giving yourself a chance to comprehend and then respond, is a huge difference. And sometimes that response is nothing, right? Because depending on who they are, for me, everybody's gonna give me. I don't have the energy for that. You're not in the big picture of my world. What am I doing sharing everything about my life with you? Oh, if you guys can listen to that. I'm not asking you guys for a prenup. Just hit that like button and subscribe. Check out the links, see what I'm doing. before I was able to get myself into a. And since then, it's been a bumpy road. You know, apartment. Essentially got kicked out of both for different reasons. Lack of a better word. But that's what happened in less than a year. Now I'm on my second room in less than a year. And I'm probably going to have to move out of here too. It's a lot of transition happening in my life. Things are difficult. But I don't make a reason or an excuse to go back to drinking or old behaviors. If you're still here live, smash that like button because I just dropped some serious shit on you guys. This is the back trail over here in William B. Pond Park, which is part of the American River Parkway. This is the American River right there. But today's almost 1,229 days without drinking. There's many days where I would just take all my money, go get booze, come find a spot like this, and drink away my day, drink away my problems, only bigger and bigger, or get stuffed and turn into traumas because, you know, I'm just getting to the healing. There's a lot of traumas that probably haven't even been uncovered. A lot of stuff that that I didn't want to process when it was happening. So I get to deal with that stuff. I get to deal with what's happening, and that's recovery. And learning how to go through all this stuff. Going back, vodka to start the day, and then beer all day, because that's how I drank. That's how I drank, you know. To start my day off, I would have vodka because I would be shaking, and I'd be sick. And then throughout the day, I'd drink malt liquor mostly. The nastiest, cheapest shit that would do the trick. It was a terrible way of living. It was a version of Groundhog Day, but the nightmare. The movie. I'll put you in my pocket real quick. Sorry, guys, had you in my pocket. There's a bunch of kids over there. Didn't want to have the camera on them. So, hope you guys have a good Friday. Subscribe if you're not. Check out the links